Yay, we're live.
Yay.
Awesome. All right, this is take 2, isn't it?
Yes, hopefully our voices sound right now.
Are you going to check it?
Yeah, I'll check it.
Awesome, and I'll say hello to everybody. This is the second time we've done it. The first time we started and our voices were very deep, so I'm pretty sure we're right now.
We've got an oil for that. Hey.
Awesome.
I think we're good.
Hello, everybody. Welcome. I'm Kathy.
I'm Dave.
We're so excited to be here. Tonight we're talking about stress.
Yeah, totally.
Like we all have stress in our life. Everybody I talk to, I say, how are you? And they say, I'm stressed.
Some people do live streams and it doesn't work and voices are wrong and makes you a little stressed.
I think we dealt with that pretty well.
Yeah, heck yeah, we did.
But you know, there's all different kinds of stress, isn't there, in our life, and from different things. There's emotional stress, physical stress, mental stress. There's a stress where it might cause panic attacks. There's a stress where you can't focus, where you overthink. There's all different kinds of stress, and you know, we're so blessed that we have these amazing tools at our fingertips with our essential oils. And tonight we're going to talk about ways to use them, different oils to reach for depending on the kind of stress that you're feeling, what stress actually is, and how essential oils can work and why they work, right? How they can help and why it actually works. And Dave has so much great information about this. So I'm going to hand over to you.
Great. Well, first thing I want you to do is I want you to note how you feel right now. And this is a really good habit to get into throughout your day. Stress can creep up on you, especially when you are fixated on what you are doing, when you're really hyper focused on something that you're doing. Sometimes you can be living stressed without even realizing it, and having a knot in your chest is just your new normal, and it doesn't have to be. So I think one of our biggest tools to dealing with stress is noting how we feel.
I love that.
Feel about how you feel right now. I hope you're feeling really good and excited to see some cool stuff and have a giggle with us as we go through.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to talk about the science of how chemical constituents in essential oils interact with our bodies, and also 3 different examples of oils and how they all work on our body's stresses in different ways. Now, there's actually the first way, which is not one of the 3. And this is huge.
Does that make it 4?
Because you just reminded me of this one before.
Okay.
And it's super important. It's about our limbic system.
Oh, can I talk about that?
Yes.
Yay. Okay. So what's your limbic system? It just sounds like a big word to me.
Yeah, your limbic system is your I'll tell you what your limbic system is affected by is scent.
Yeah.
Very quickly without you
having to see it.
Yeah, or feel it or note it. So your limbic system is controlling all of your body systems, right?
Love that. So here is an example of how your limbic system is affected by smell, right? So, and I love talking about this because for me this is about using your diffuser or breathing your oils in, and how that we shouldn't ever underestimate that. And it's like this: if you got home from being out, work or whatever, and you get home, you get to the front door and you smell smoke, what happens? Your heart rate would go up. You would immediately feel worried, maybe a little bit of panic, like, oh my God, what's happening? Is the house on fire? What's, everything would start to race, okay? You wouldn't even have to see the fire. All that would happen is that you would be able to smell that smoke. And that's how your body would be affected. Now, if you got to the door on a different day and you could smell, like I was saying to Dave, like tonight I made baked potatoes for dinner with delicious stir-fried veggies, right? It smelled so good. If you got home and you could smell roast potatoes and veggies and just this most delicious, like one of your favorite dinners, you would breathe out, right? And you'd be like, oh, yes, that's so good.
Kathy knows how much I love that dinner. She loves me. She's looking after me.
That's it. You'd feel loved. Or like a lot of people like to use the example of chocolate chip cookies. If you smell chocolate chip cookies when you got home, you'd feel comforted and loved. And calm, right? You wouldn't even have to see the cookies. You don't even have to see the dinner.
Right.
You just immediately have that smell. So you have that feeling. So that's how fast the aroma of these oils can affect us, or aroma in general, because it's that limbic system. So it passes, you do not need any of your other senses. This smell goes straight to your limbic system and affects how your
Your
body
emotions,
reacts.
your behaviors, your
Your
stress
heart
levels,
rate, everything.
all these things controlled by your limbic
This is
system.
why it's so important that we use, or not so important, but I want to help you to really understand the weight of using a diffuser, like how good it is. It's not just, oh, it makes the house smell nice. No, it affects your entire body. It affects your emotions. It affects your stress levels, right? Today I went and put wild orange in all of the diffusers, because when you breathe in wild orange, you cannot be mad. And I've been really, really thinking and concentrating on how I feel, because that's the most important thing, is how you feel. And so yeah, I did the wild orange. Wild orange is the oil of abundance, as well as that. If you've got wild orange, go and grab it, breathe it in, and try and be angry about something, and you can't.
I like you, Kathy. What you actually say is, "Don't underestimate the power of a diffuser." Is your favourite saying when you're talking about diffusers?
Don't
isn't it?
underestimate how powerful it is.
Yeah.
Don't underestimate that just couple of drops in your hands and breathing it in. Don't underestimate that. It changes your mindset. It changes your stress level, and that's what we're talking about, right?
Totally. Let's talk about the physiological stress and a couple of things that affects that and what it actually is.
Right.
So we're going to talk about GABA, and we're going to talk about cortisol as well. GABA is like a traffic cop that slows down your brain's cars, that is, signals to keep you calm. So when you have a whole load of zip, zip, zip thoughts and a whole lot of racing thoughts and racing feelings, which is it's a cause of stress, but it's also a symptom of stress.
Indicator.
It's an indicator, and it's a symptom of stress. So you can really get in a feedback loop of, your mind won't calm down and let you relax. And then you have all of the physical manifestations that go along with that, like racing heart, etc. So GABA is a physiological function in your body, and it's an actual molecule that your body makes, GABA aminotrionic something acid. Okay, it's got a big word. Anyway, it's a molecule in your body that attaches to a receptor in your brain, and that is a calm down signal. So we need that to be working. Now, cortisol is another molecule. It's a hormone, and it's an emergency alarm that your body uses to deal with stress or danger. Cortisol is awesome if you're being chased by a tiger, because it's going to make your heart rate go up. It's going to give you extra energy. It's going to allow you to run faster and jump higher.
Shut down your digestion.
Exactly. Now, if you have too much cortisol, your alarm gets stuck and it makes you feel grumpy, tired, and sick. I think that's a really good and easy way to say it. And let's just know that there's not many tigers to run away from in the city. So we have different tigers, things like electricity bills, traffic, red lights, etc., etc., etc. And so those add up to a chronic low level of stress. And low level of stress, even if it's not really, really heart racing, 150 beats per minute kind of stress, if it's just a low level of stress that doesn't ever stop or rarely stops, that's when the trouble starts.
Yeah.
Now, I want to say as well that if you can change your mind about certain things. Red lights are a stress for me. But today when we were coming home, we got every red light that got stuck at the tram line for 3 stops of lights. But I was having the best chat with Kathy. And so I'm like, I'm loving these red lights, man, because we just get to sit down in the air conditioning in my beautiful car and we're chilling out together, hold hands. So I'd recommend, if you get stressed by traffic, take Kathy with you.
I'll hold your hand too.
It'll be an easier drive. All right, let's move on. So we're going to talk about three different essential oils. We're going to talk about Siberian fir first, and I'm breaking down these oils into talking about their main chemical constituent that we talk about when we're talking about stress relief. Siberian fir has bornyl acetate is its chemical constituent, naturally occurring chemical constituent. So how does it help? it helps your GABA work better to calm down your body. Okay, and it also helps turn off that cortisol alarm. These are all effects when you breathe in bornyl acetate. That chemical constituent bornyl acetate gets into your bloodstream, goes to your brain, and affects the GABA, and it affects your cortisol system as well. That's how bornyl acetate works. Let's look at another essential oil, which is your beautiful favorite, frankincense. Now, the main chemical constituent we can talk about in frankincense that calms you down is alpha-pinene. Now, this one balances your brain by reducing overexcited signals. It doesn't work directly with GABA. It doesn't work directly with the GABA receptors, but what it does is it puts different adjacent systems in a state where your GABA receptors can work better.
So
It can free it up. So when we look at the Siberian fir, it works directly with your GABA receptors in your brain and helps them work. Frankincense doesn't. But what it does is it puts your body in a state where the GABA can be working better. So what does this do? It gives us good stress relieving qualities without the real chill out. So frankincense is incredible relaxer, but also focuser. Yeah. So it doesn't make you. It's not a real sedative.
No.
It's more of a making you stay grounded and focused throughout the day. So that's a different way, a different chemical constituent. Let's look at another one. The next one is linalool or linalool. And it's found in lavender. We know that. Magnolia actually has even more linalool.
More linalool. It's like more than double. It's like there is so much linalool in magnolia.
Yeah.
And because we all think of lavender when we want to sleep and we want to calm down. And it is actually great for sleep, of course. But magnolia actually has more linalool in it.
Yeah. And now what linalool does, it strongly boosts GABA. What it can actually do is it can actually attach to your GABA receptors. So it's kind of like pretending to be GABA molecules. So all of a sudden, by breathing in lavender or magnolia, you have more GABA in your body. And so that can really help you calm down. And it's also excellent at turning off the cortisol and making you feel calm. It's really good for sleep. And it's anxiolytic, which means it's anti-anxiety as well. Okay, so let's have a quick look. Bornyl acetate helps GABA work better and quickly lowers cortisol. Alpha-pinene balances the brain and reduces stress. And linalool strongly calms GABA and can attach to those receptors as well.
Amazing.
And it's all electricity. When we get down to those levels, it's switching off and on little genes in your cells and making things happen in your body, like chilling you out or making you more up. Okay.
Very cool.
Let's have this. We don't need to look at this, but I love tables. This is really, really interesting. So let me bring this one up full screen. This is our 3 different oils. Bornyl acetate on the top left, Siberian fir. Alpha-pinene in the middle, frankincense. Linalool, magnolia or lavender on the right-hand side. And if we look at the second column, we can see that Siberian fir is a really strong sedative. Alpha-pinene is mild and it's a calm focus, which is that's really appealing to me right now. And linalool, lavender or magnolia is a strong anxiolytic. It's an anti-anxiety and it's a sedative as well. And then look at the impact on alertness. Something like Siberian fir really makes you feel, whoa, really, really calm. And it may even cause drowsiness. I'm not going to say that would be dangerous, like to go and drive a car when you have that or anything like that. But it is really whoa, it's really a deep feeling, isn't it? Then we've got the frankincense, which is maintaining alertness and it's grounding, which is why it's really good for meditation. And linalool can really, really help you sleep as well. So what an awesome table of different things that I love there. There's another oil, Arbor Vitae, which is one of the first wood oils that I ever breathed in. and I'm interested to look up what is in Arbor Vitae, and I'm going to do that in a moment. What chemical constituent is in Arbor Vitae? I will have a look, because I remember breathing that in for the first time and feeling like I'd smoked something illegal. I'm like, what is in this stuff? And it was honestly just our pure, beautiful essential oils, but super deep and super chill as well. Yeah, so that's just that
Can
little.
I talk about something for a
Yeah,
second?
yeah, yeah,
Go on,
yeah.
finish what you were going to say.
I was going to say, so that's just a quick overview of the way chemically three different types of oils can all achieve a really good relaxing state through similar but different pathways into our cells and into our brain.
So I think that, like, let's really bring it back now for
Okay.
everybody.
Yep.
Before you look that up.
Yep.
So Siberian fir is the bornyl acetate. So
Yep.
it would be really good for what kind of stress?
I would say, like, for if you're really having a panic, if you're really having a panic and feeling really overwhelmed,
Yep.
I'd be going for that
And
bornyl
is
acetate.
bornyl acetate in other essential oils?
That's a really great question, and I don't know. I'm going to look that up.
Okay. And so
I'll look that up while you're talking about the next thing.
frankincense, okay, great for grounding and for calming you down but still staying alert.
Yeah.
I love that. And then the other oil that we were talking about was lavender or magnolia.
Yeah.
And that one is really great for cortisol. So for that low level stress, I feel like a lot of mums have an issue with that.
Sure.
I'm going to say, I mean, dads as well, of course, but I feel like mums, we stress about more things to do with the family than dads. Is that fair?
Yeah.
That's pretty normal. And I think our cortisol level, you often hear about women, and especially women. It seems to be about the buzzword actually at the moment is cortisol, and how you get a cortisol belly when you're in menopause or perimenopause, because we're so stressed, because our hormones are all over the place, our emotions are going crazy, like all of that kind of thing. So my tip for you for that is grab some magnolia. If you don't have magnolia, get your lavender and put it on your lower back. Okay, anytime during the day, not just
And why your lower back?
That is just where it's going to work really well for reducing that cortisol. Okay. So that's just my tip. I want to talk about too. When we were talking about this session today, we were talking about our son Matt and how he's someone that really gets stressed easily. I don't really want to say easily, but I think it's because he really puts a lot of pressure on himself. He's that kind of person, like he's a high achiever. He likes things right. He gets frustrated when if other people aren't working as fast. And I'm talking about him and I'm thinking, oh my goodness, this sounds like me being frustrated when other people don't get it, what you're talking about, or stay up with you, right? Because you've already thought it through. And sometimes you have to remember to explain it to other people. But I feel like I deal with that stress because I'm much older and have had more experience, I guess. But it really gets to him, and he knows too, and he's working on those things. But he's interesting because he will choose an oil to help deal with that, and most of the time his stress is on himself. You know, he gets mad at himself because it's not as good, something isn't as good as what he wants, or he's not achieving what he thinks he should be, right? Is that a good thing to say? So Siberian fir for him was an absolute godsend. He loves that. After a little while, he was like, oh, have you got a different? Oh, I feel like I need something different. And then he moved on to, I'm going to tell you all the different things that he has loved. Magnolia was amazing. He used that for a little while. Then he came and said, I need something different. And then he went with like Shinrin Yoku. He's tried, what are the other, the ones that he really loved? It starts with an M. It's a blend, Dave. And you love it as well. Northern Escape and the other one.
Motivate?
No.
That's
Midnight
right. Forest?
Midnight Forest. Thank you.
Yeah.
Starts with an M. Midnight Forest. what was the other one that I said? That Northern
Northern
Escape,
Escape. Oh, I
Midnight
love
Forest,
Northern
Northern
Escape
Escape.
too.
Now, what's interesting is they have fir oils in. They
Yep.
have frankincense in them. They have all of those grounding oils in them. So he really bounces from one oil to the other. I tell you what, he never ever stops taking is frankincense. And the way he uses that, so all of those oils, he will breathe in and rub on. I see him doing this all the time and then rubbing it on, and he'll do that whenever he feels himself start to get a bit stressed. But frankincense he uses every day, and he just puts a drop under his tongue. So he'll just wipe the top of it and then put it under his tongue that way. And he ran out of frankincense once, and and then you just get into life, whatever. And he said to me one day, "Oh my God, I've just realized I haven't been taking frankincense. Can I have a bottle?" And we were like, "Yeah, of course. Here you go." And he tried it, he used it, and straight away he said, "Oh my God, I can never be without this because it makes such a difference. Such a difference." To his stress levels.
Yeah.
Dave just showed me some comments there.
Yeah.
Hello, Gay. Hello, Mum. If you're still watching, it's really lovely to have you guys. But yeah, so look, different ways to use them. Do you want to say something now about bornyl acetate?
It's mainly just in the fir oils.
Yeah, there you go.
It's mainly just in the fir
So
oils. So get those
what fir
blends.
oils?
Yeah, Siberian fir is awesome.
Douglas fir, which is from New Zealand.
Yeah, get Shinrin Yoku, any of those foresty ones, and you'll feel that. But sorry.
Do you know what I loved about the 3 oils that you chose then?
Yeah.
With the bornyl acetate, the linalool, and the
Alpha pinene.
alpha pinene, is we've got one woodsy one floral, and then one earthy oil. So what I love about all of this is that you've got options.
Yeah.
Like you've got options. Like Matt loved the magnolia because it worked, but he didn't love the smell. And originally he used to use lavender, and he was like, I don't want to smell like a freaking flower.
Yeah.
And so that's when we moved to the Siberian fir. That's when we moved to those other oils, a little bit more masculine smelling. And here's the thing, like for some of you, I know you won't like the fir oils, or you won't like the smell of the frankincense,
or you need what you need right now for different reasons, and this is super interesting to me, and I've just had a little
so you've got
epiphany.
You've got options, you've got so many options. Go on.
Well, how I got to those 3 things to choose from was I know that these 3 oils really all smell different. I know they got different things in them, but they all are really good for stress, because we know Frank, Siberian fir, and lavender or magnolia are really good. So let me just research that. So I looked up essential oil chemistry in the doTERRA ebook, looked at what was in there, then looked up how those different constituents interact with our body, and they're all slightly different, aren't they? I said that. And so for me, my latest anti-anxiety, not so much a real just like the stress relief, but if I'm starting to feel that, it's rose oil. And I didn't look up rose constituents for this, but you kind of know what you know, right? And it's working through whatever rose pathway is helping me out right now.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
So that may be a reason why you need what you need right now, is because it is going through slightly different pathways that your body may be needing right now.
So are you saying that sometimes you prefer the smell of something else because your body needs it?
Yeah, and it makes you you go, because I think that it's intuitive as well. Go like, I really feel like some rose, and then you get that rose, and I can feel it right now, and you go, oh. Whereas 2 weeks ago it was the Freedom Blend.
Sure.
Which is
okay, so I'm going to talk about that as well. So there's a couple of oils that I want to talk about because Dave and I really want everybody to use the oils that they already have. So the first one I want to speak about is Balance. Now, if you enrolled with a Home Essentials pack in the last year, 2,
maybe 2 years.
You would have got Balance. And Balance didn't used to be in that Home Essentials pack, and it is now. And I'm so glad, because this is such an awesome oil for stress, for anxiety. It is absolutely super grounding.
I can smell it from here.
Guess what it has in it?
Tell me.
It has frankincense in it. Right? I'm going to tell you it has spruce, hoe wood, frankincense, blue tansy, blue chamomile, and osmanthus. So all super grounding oils. I love
Love it
that
so
spruce
much.
and homewood are big tree oils, right? And you think of those big trees with their roots deep in the ground. So when you breathe that in, it's going to calm you down, but it's not going to make you sleepy.
Yep.
It's going to help you to be focused. I
Oh,
love
so good.
balance. I think it's great for everyone. This is such a great oil for kids too that are feeling any kind of anxiety. It just smells so good, doesn't it? It
Yeah.
smells so good as well. I don't think I've met anybody that doesn't like balance, and it feels like a hug. I'm going to tell you some of the things it's great for stress and anxiety. It's actually good for travel anxiety as well, which I think is a really good one. Mood swings and stress, neurological conditions. So, really great on the bottom of your feet for that. It actually can be really great for convulsions and epilepsy and Parkinson's as
Mm.
well. It's really good for meditation. It's great if you're feeling a bit angry. So, this is a good one to have in the car if you have a bit of road rage. Fear, grief, and trauma. I mean, what isn't it good for?
It's really good for toddler tantrums or kid tantrums. So it's really great to keep in your pocket. And if you see someone else's kid having a tantrum, just like splash it on the other person. The parents won't mind.
I do know a really good story about that, but we're not going to tell that now. Another time. Adaptive is oh no, before I talk about that, let's talk about ones that you possibly already have,
Yeah.
especially if you have your home essentials pack.
Yep.
Let's talk about lavender and
Yeah.
frankincense. Dave has already talked about them, right? And then I mentioned wild orange. These three oils together are an absolute powerhouse. If you haven't already made up this blend, you need to do it like right now. Go and get a roller bottle. You want to do, I'm going to say 20 drops of each in a roller and a 10 ml roller. 15 to 20, I do 20. Fill it up with the fractionated coconut oil. We call that our freedom blend. This one is really good if you feel like heavy, like in your chest. You say that, don't you? Like a stone in your chest. Again, low level anxiety or stress. This blend is going to be amazing for. The combination of that frankincense, which still helps you to stay grounded but focused, lavender, which is going to chill you out, wild orange, which is going to help you to feel happy. Those three oils together, absolutely beautiful. We call it our freedom blend.
I can remember the first time it
Roll it
worked on
on,
me.
breathe it in.
Roll it on your husband. We were heading to the LAX airport and we weren't late. But we weren't early enough apparently either, and I was having a real stress. And so Kathy rolled it on me,
Also
and I
driving
felt
on the other side of the road. Also,
yeah, all right with that.
Los Angeles traffic.
I'm
Like
just
there's a
like
lot.
I don't want to miss the plane.
Right.
And so anyway, Kathy rolled that on me, and honestly, I felt the stone, as you said, I felt the stone lift off. That I didn't even realize it was there until it was gone. Yeah, Freedom Blend is the bomb.
The Freedom Blend. Okay, so make that up, use it. If you're watching this and you have done it before, I'd love your your comments about that. What if you like that blend. Something else that you could, if stress is a thing for you, we're going to show you the best pack. Okay, to
Oh yeah.
get. And mood management. Okay, we'll show you that in a minute. But adaptive.
Before we go on,
Yeah.
quickly tell us what the Home Essentials pack is, because some people may not even know what the Home Essentials pack is. You've probably got a Home Essentials pack. It's got this and this in it. What is it, in case you don't know?
Okay, so it's a really great pack now. It's a pack that we offer for people when they first get started with doTERRA, but I want to tell you that it's available to everybody.
Yep.
Often Dave and I will just grab a Home Essentials pack because it's got the top 10 oils in it. It's oils that we use every
day.
single day. They're the ones we run out of first, and because it's a because we've all got our doTERRA membership, we're already getting a 25% discount. When you buy the pack, it's discounted even further. So what's in there is frankincense, peppermint, lemon, lavender, tea tree, eucalyptus, On Guard, Easy Air, Digest, Zen, and Balance. So I want to say out of those oils also, Easy Air is another one, seeing as we're talking about stress. Easy Air is great for your respiratory system, right? So if you've got asthma, or if you've got a cold, if you get allergies, Easy Air, everyone should have Easy Air. But Easy Air is also fantastic for stress. It's a very calming oil if you're someone that experiences panic attacks. Easy Air in the palm of your hand. Breathe it in. It will stop that. If you get the kind of panic attack where you feel like you can't breathe, Easy Air absolutely will fix it.
And so
Absolutely.
we
Speaking from experience.
so we like getting them all bundled together because you save so many dollars with that, and you can get that same deal even if you don't have a doTERRA membership.
Yeah.
If you know people who don't have a doTERRA membership, they can get those 10 oils at the big discount.
Yes.
We can help you.
Yes, if you know someone that needs it, make sure you be in contact with us, and we'll make sure that then they can be in our amazing community. Okay, so adaptive.
Oh yeah.
Adaptive was formulated specifically for stress, for anxiety. It's to help you adapt to situations where you're not comfortable. This is an absolute game changer. I think everybody needs a bottle of adaptive. Do you want to know what oils are in it?
Yes, please.
Because it's so good, because it's oils you've talked about. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Wild orange, lavender,
Yeah.
which we've talked about. Magnolia.
Yeah.
So 3 oils that we've talked about tonight. Copaiba.
Yeah.
Copaiba, spearmint,
Yeah.
rosemary, neroli, and sweet gum. Now,
Sweet gum.
yeah.
I've just looked up what sweet gum is. It's a really big, tall tree. Did you know what it is?
No.
And this is what the leaves look like. I don't know if you can see it there.
Wow.
Yeah. Because
Well-
I have never heard of sweet gum apart from
In
being
adaptive.
in adaptive. It's a big, tall tree. Yeah.
Beautiful. Do you want to smell some adaptive?
Oh,
Because
yeah.
it is so good. Adaptive is, well, I love that I can smell the spearmint in there. Now, adaptive is one that you could use if you maybe have a little bit of social anxiety, if you're someone that just doesn't like going to the shops because you feel a little bit of anxiety being in a crowd. I think it's a really good one if you are going in, like if you were going to work and you had to interact with people. Adaptive is great because it's got spearmint in there, and spearmint is the oil of confident speech.
And it works. Oh my God, it works.
We've seen that work so many
Yeah.
times, and because it's in this, it's going to help you to calm down. But then it's got the lavender in there for that as well, and the magnolia to stop the cortisol, to stop that alarm going off in your body, right? But
And
then it's got
rosemary. Because
which
I'm like,
is
what's
so good for your brain.
Yeah, I'm like, what's that spice? Or no, it's herbaceousness I can smell.
So
the
it's
rosemary.
it's going to like fire your brain off, so you can be sharp, you know. So I feel like it is just such a good oil. If you do not have adaptive, you need to pop that on your order. We always have it. Matt and Caitlin and Will, Dave and I all have our own bottle. It's one, I would get this, okay? Then you can pop it in your diffusers, but it's also beautiful to make in a roller. Now you can buy it in a roller as well, and that's so do that.
Yeah,
we all have a
that
roller.
might be a good idea.
We all have I have that to pop in the diffusers as well. But I like to keep one in my handbag. Just you never know when you're just gonna need it. But Caitlin absolutely loves it, especially when she's going for an audition.
If you can get some before your kids are going back to school and sneak a roller bottle in their school bag, that would be a really good idea.
Just roll it on them in the mornings before they go.
Yeah.
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 So
how many drops each of the Freedom Blend, Kathy?
I would do 20 drops, Gay.
In
so
a
in a 10 mil roller.
Would you?
Yeah, don't mess around.
Oh, did you go? You mean each?
Oh yeah, 20 drops.
Yeah.
20 drops of each.
I reckon
I would say 15 to 20. I always do 20.
I reckon in a roller you want like 40 drops in there minimum, and really get it strong.
So you could do 15 drops of each, and then breathe
15
it
to
in
20 is
and
perfect,
see
Kath.
what you think, Gay.
Yeah.
I love doing 20 drops of each. I'm pretty heavy-handed with the oils. I love to be engulfed in the aroma. You actually don't need that. Yeah.
But we love it.
Yeah,
So
I love
do
it.
it.
I love it. So, Gay, make it up. I would love to hear what you think, and especially with everything. Gay is doing amazing training.
Wonder Woman. She's a
in
Wonder Woman.
NLP. I hope I'm saying that correctly. And talking about mindset and all those kind of things. I tell you what, that blend, Gay, we call it Freedom Blend because it absolutely frees you from that stress and anxiety. Those 3 oils also help your mindset. The frankincense helps you to center. Oh my gosh, you are going to love it. Oh, I can't wait to hear. I can't wait to hear what you think of it. So adaptive,
So good.
so good. I think that's enough of that.
Yeah.
Oh, can I just say it's really good for upset babies as well, and colic. It's great for menopausal women, for menopausal moodiness and depression. I can tell you it works for that. Oh my gosh. it's just the best oil. So yeah, let's keep going, Dave. Sorry.
No, do you want to talk? Do you want me to bring this next slide up?
Yes, because this is one of our favorite packs.
Okay.
Now, if you it's just me. I like it when it's you.
No, it's
too.
just me.
Yay! If you don't have these oils, this is just a great way to get it. These 4 oils, after you're, confident with your Home Essentials pack, and you might be thinking, I'd love some oils that are more targeted to stress, to anxiety, to sleep as well, even, this mood management pack is it. It's only $135 and you get 4 oils, and it's 100 PV. So if you ordered this, you would get free shipping as well.
You'd get in the LRP club. We're giving away those great prizes.
Oh my gosh. You'd earn LRP points as well,
Yep.
reward points. So let's look what's in it. Balance. I've talked about balance. Everyone needs balance. Lavender Peace.
Sleep with lavender peace. That's all I'm going to say. Get your lavender peace, put it on before you go to bed, and just be prepared for a blissful drop off, spin out, whatever you want to say, fall into your pillow, disappear into dreamland. It's divine.
It's so good.
It's divine.
It smells so yummy. Now, I want to say with Lavender Peace too, not just for sleep. If you are someone that deals with heavy stress, where you are maybe not in a panic attack level, but leading to that, you could absolutely breathe in that lavender piece during the day. It will not put you to sleep. It will definitely help you to calm down. Okay. Yeah. So lavender piece, also good for kids that have tantrum along with the balance. You could put those two together. So good. Citrus Bliss is an absolutely uplifting oil. It's one of my favorite blends. It's the oil that the blend that I fell in love with. Mum was diffusing it at the desk at dancing. I was teaching. She was not dealing with parents, talking with parents. I ran out to go to the toilet, ran past, and went backwards and went, oh my God, what is that? She had it in the diffuser, and I put my face in the diffuser. I was like, I need this, and I haven't got time to hear about it now. And so then I went back to class, but I kept running back out whenever I could, and she ended up giving me some in my hands. It is just amazing. It's an oil of creativity. It just makes you smile. It is so good and adaptive. So this is, what I love to do is put the 4 of these oils all in one blend, and I call it my perfect blend. Yeah. Again, 15 to 20 drops of each. Top it up with coconut oil. If you've got some Whisper, put that in there as well. It is so good. I feel like you're covered then.
Yeah.
Sorry, Dave.
Yeah, no, that's so good. It really is. It really is a great pack. And beautiful just to be diffusing those oils in the daytime in the house.
Any combination.
Yeah.
Like Citrus Bliss and Balance, so good. Citrus Bliss and Adaptive, so good. Adaptive and Lavender Peace, so good. Like, it depends what you want and what you need at the time in the diffuser. Oh my gosh, you cannot go wrong with these 4 oils, I promise you. It is such a great addition to your Home Essentials pack.
So just know, when Kathy and I started, just to wrap up now, I guess, when Kathy and I first started with our essential oils, we were really interested in having a natural pharmacy of things to deal with our bodies with, and it took us a little while to really get on board with the and learn about and understand the emotional and stress relieving benefits of essential oils, which is probably the opposite of the way most people are introduced to essential oils. They come to it through the spiritual, looking at that, and then find out that they have medicinal benefits as well. But let me tell you, the learning that I have personally had is just profound. Essential oils open people's hearts, and generally, I guess the male energy amongst us are probably more in need of having our hearts opened than those with more feminine energy, and essential oils have certainly done that for me and allowed me to, if not completely wear my heart on my sleeve, maybe just have my heart a little closer to to the front and speak with feelings and emotions more freely. And essential oils have done that for me, and made me more aware of that and how that affects our physical health as well. Yeah.
Oh, I think you're so awesome.
I think you're so awesome.
You've always been open-hearted, I think, but I do know what you mean. More
with you always, but
yeah,
I guess
in a public, like in a
Yeah, putting yourself out, well, the
Out
way we
there.
put ourselves out there to the world,
Yeah.
and just understanding and knowing even what emotions are. Because I kid you not, when I had those, when I went on that journey with that freedom blend, it was an awakening journey as I understood that feelings, that emotions, that feelings are something that you actually feel. I never connected that dot, that sadness was a feeling that wasn't a thought. It wasn't something that you think about or a concept. It's something that actually that you feel in your body. And people sort of laugh and go like, duh. But for me, and I think probably for
A
most
lot of
men as
men.
well, yeah, sure, if you think about it, oh yeah, I guess you do feel it. I guess you do feel it. But no, you freaking feel it. Like it's a physical feeling in your body, like you've been, punched or kicked, or
Yeah.
or like you're buzzing and fizzing, when you're really happy or whatever. So
Yeah.
being aware of that, it's just a gift. It's a
Yeah,
bloody gift,
I
mate.
think so too.
Yeah,
Well, listen, guys, I think it's really important to say that how you feel emotionally will end up be how you feel physically.
true.
So it is so important to put some care on that, that it's important, and to do something about it. Don't just live in low level stress, because it's going to shorten your life, and at the very least it will shorten your health span. That those stressful feelings will come out in physical ways, so it's really important to do something about it now. You are worth it. It's important for you to take the time to do something about that. And honestly, 5 seconds to breathe in an oil, take some big deep breaths, and to calm that down will change your life. And there was one other thing that I wanted to say to finish up with, and that is that we are absolutely here to experience outrageous joy. And having that low level stress stops that. Okay, so do something about it. Start feeling joyful. Put more importance on how you feel. That's what we're doing, right?
Yep.
All through the day, I'm thinking, wait, how do I feel? How do I feel? How can I change this? I want to feel good. I want to feel happy. I want to feel that joyfulness all day, because it affects not only your body, but it affects your whole life, right? It affects the people around you. It
Family. Yep.
affects the things that you're attracting into your life. It affects how you reach your goals, how your body, like it just affects everything. So we're here to experience outrageous joy. Do something about it. Grab your oils out, breathe them in, and just get happy.
Yeah, and of course that's beautiful. Of course, any help, any
Yes.
essential oil talk or advice you want, if you want any of these bottles of oil, and you're not sure how to do it, make sure that you reach out. We'll just have a quick chat with you about how to get it at the best price, etc., etc. Make sure that you're not missing anything with your account, or if you haven't got an account yet, or anything like that. So, we would love to help you. We love talking essential oils all day long.
I love you.
Love you too.
Love you guys.
We love the essential oil buzz.
Bye.
Bye.